the stuff, but it was better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know. I didn't think it was interesting, but then it was interesting the way they played it out. They ended up having like a nail salon in the front at some point, but look, let me get off of that. The story, drama was good. What I liked about it is the director or the writer, or I should say the director, they know how to make you lean into the story of characters in this film that didn't even need to be this good. And I know because when I was watching it, there's a lot of times where the characters are talking and they pull back almost all the music. You could hear every word the characters are saying to each other. You know, some films, they put a lot of music in the background and it works. There's music in the background in this film too, but for the most part, there's a lot of conversations, long, like 5, 6, 7 minute conversations of dialogue, and the music is like almost nowhere to be found. You might hear a little bit of ambience, but no real music. Some films, they keep the music throughout for most of the film. And I think it helped because I was leaning in and I was like, oh wow, I actually feel what she's saying and what he's saying. These two characters, they did have a bit of chemistry, I would say. A bit of chemistry. And what I'll say about the girl, she is in The New Strangers. And I just started watching it this year. I didn't know her until The Strangers. When I watched this, I said, oh, that's her. She's not covered in mud and running around and, you know, like running for her life. She's a great actress. And that's what those movies are good because, well, I gotta say everyone's different, but I enjoyed these movies. I enjoyed them more than I thought I would, The Strangers movies. And she is part of it. She's a great actress. She turns it up. She knows how to Dallas 11. She knows how to bring it back. She's good. And then, golly, like, I'm just saying, she was good. She was good in this movie. All the characters were good. I enjoyed watching her work on a car. That's what I say. And like I said, I didn't expect to like it. I was just like, oh, what is this? But she does it, and she knows what she's talking about. They have the script in a way where when she's talking about cars, you know, like I said, I don't know pretty much squat diddly. So when she's talking about, I'm like, okay, I understand certain things, but you know, she's killing it. And she's breaking it down, and it makes sense. Her dad was a mechanic, you know. I don't want to spoil too much, but you know, like she owns a shop, it's family business. And I like what they do with the story because the guy and the girl, they're pen pals. They're pen pals. So they don't know each other. They're just talking. They don't know each other's names and nothing. They just talk about cars on a forum. And I like the idea. I know that's been done before, but the point is, I like it. I like how they do it in this movie because they're just talking about cars. And then he ends up, I don't want to spoil it too much. All I'm going to say is this. They end up seeing each other in real life at some point, but they don't know who each other are. And I like that stuff. I like when it kind of like, you're waiting for something. And they really play that card for a long time. They do